Alright, here's the second video with the updates on some of the toys. So, number one, the Motionette Knockup Santa that has, believe it or not, a one-way switch, and it plays the tune of the many Motionette knockups that have a three-way or three-way switch, where you can put it either on movement or movement with music. I took the chip out, and it actually is different, which is kind of interesting. And the speaker, of course, broke, but the speaker was bad, if you guys could tell. And also, I took it apart a little bit, not too much. And so far, the head is actually glued. It doesn't have screws nor staples. So is the little light that I believe it's this one, right here. And yeah, another thing I actually noticed is the fact that, you know how most Motionettes, when they close the arms, they move the head up? Well, this one's the opposite thing. It's like the traditional Christmas Santa Claus on drum. Then of course, the bell ringing Santa. Here's the face after the cleanup. It looks amazingly clean, which I love it, even though the beard on these things deteriorates through the years, and it makes it look like if it was some sort of Rasta Santa Claus, but yeah. Here's the feet, which I haven't even touched yet. I just took them out. And here's the battery cover, which is kind of funky. I never knew they were actually made like this, but here's the battery cover off the Tickle Wiggle, which is this one. Believe it or not, the thing had some sort of moisture damage, so the chip did not even bother working. And now it works 100%. Believe it or not, the gear's not split, which is a 10th gear right there. And I am gluing this because the entire weight part broke off, and I'm just leaving it to dry up. Second, well, not second, but one of the many numbers. Of course, before I continue, here's the other parts of the bell ringing Santa. We got the candle, the bell, the legs, everything, the cover, the arms, well, the hands. The chip, which is practically the same as my first one. And yeah, I mean, then again, I'm gonna do a modification on this. I forgot to say, because here before there used to be a wire that was making a bridge in between these two, so that these two were the main positive and negative, and one was getting interrupted by the switch. What I might end up doing is, as there's at least 5 wires per contact, because let me just say it. There's only 2 wires that connect here for the motor, which is this one. To the motor, there were at least 4 wires connected to each contact, which were the face light, the candle light, and the chip. Actually, no, those are 3. I'm missing 1. 1, 2, 3, either 3 or 4, because there was, let's see, motor, sound chip, light. Yeah, there were 4. Okay, just forget what I just said. Apparently they were face light, 3. 3 wires connected to each motor thing. Now, the thing is, if you guys know this type of mechanism, it's kind of annoying to have wires around, especially because of the lever that moves the bell. So what I'm thinking I might do is this. Just like the older Santas and probably some older robots as well, I could go ahead and put the positive and the negative on here. I could just put all the wires, like the motor, the chip, and the lights. And here, what I could do is put 2 wires, okay, because these are separate contacts. Put 2 wires to the switch. Here's the switch, I've already cleaned it up, so that it joins these 2, and that's when the thing starts working. That would be a much more logical thing, and it would take a lot less wires, especially on the motor's side. So I believe I'm going to do that. I don't know yet. But yeah. Then, what else? Because I do have a few other things to say. Of course, the plushie Santa. The face lights up. The chip is kind of messed up. And here's one interesting fact. I'm going to show this in another one soon. But here's one weird-ass thing about the chips. Here we have the one without the integrated microchip. And right here we have one that actually has the integrated microchip. It's just 2 in 1. I don't get the sense of that. I don't know why they just did not mount it in that one already. Maybe because it needed a transistor, a capacitor, I don't know. But yeah, it seems like this thing used to have a battery compartment or something related to the arm. Anyways, I don't care. I'm going to modify it so it has a 2AA battery compartment. And if you push either the hand or the chest, because originally it was the chest, like you push the entire thing. I feel like I might end up just sliding a button into the hand because the hands are very, very soft. So I might end up doing that. So, those are covered. Now, up here on the stash, we can call it, we have the tiny one. It hasn't been fixed up yet. It's going to be fixed up tomorrow. The ringing Sentis box, no biggie. This one, as I said before, it works, so I'm going to check it later. The bear wreath. This one, believe it or not, is made by Colden Toys, as I said in the earlier video. Makers of the Magogo Macarena Gorilla, which in fact, it's the one that's, where the fuck is it? Wait a sec. Yeah, it's deep up there. Okay, it's the brown one that I've always had. You guys know it. The only Macarena singing toy that I have for now. For now. But besides that, the mechanism actually is very, very, very known by me. Because I actually do have this exact same mechanism from another toy around those boxes there. Now, it has a split gear in the mouth, but it works, okay? The only thing with it was that the switch was bad. That was the only thing, so I temporarily put a little switch right there. And the batteries are not super new, but I'll tell you this, the cheeks light up as well, which really caught me by the back because I did not know. It has the recording of the little kid singing Jingle Bells, kind of like the snowman, you know what's it called? The ones that bob to the sides and they're like rubbery snowman, they have that. And it has a small speaker, surprisingly. I thought it was going to have a big one. Yeah, it's nearly impossible to see it, but they're actually lighting up. Yeah, there you see it. And, as I said before, it's motion activated. Yeah, you guys can hear the motor running, so it's a split gear. Thing, I'll replace that later on, because right now it seems to work fine. So, I will as soon as I get done with the others. So, I believe that's practically all the things. I mean, the one sent us on the process of getting fixed. The other one will get fixed tomorrow, probably. The other one, I don't know. And this one already has been, like, 50% fixed. And if you guys notice, yeah, actually all of the hollies were actually hidden. All of the can call it the little things that it has on the wreath, they were just completely covered up by nothing but this thing. So yeah, I believe those are all the updates. Other than that, I have nothing to say, but here's one thing. As I said before, with that Santa Claus that has the 2 chips, this has the exact same, not issue, but the exact same fact, the exact same thing. There's one chip that's on the top that has the IC, yet there's another one on the side that doesn't have the IC. Or, well, again, IC goes for integrated chip. It's that little blob, that little black blob that most of the times it's a microchip that gives it the entire actions, sound, programming, whatever you want to call it like. And practically, if that dies out, then you're fucked. But yeah, I mean, that's practically it. So, pretty nice. It's a pretty nice thing. I love it. I will actually put it next to the motion activated Santa that I have that has the sensor in the mouth. And that's practically it. So, yeah. Now, here's one thing that's kind of nostalgic. When I was 8, I used to have a Santa Claus with this exact same box, okay? And I really never understood why the hell the thing was like that, yet the one Santa I got with it was like covered up in glitter. It was shittier and it was covered up in nothing but glitter. And the candle was different. The candle was like this one, but with the red thing on the top, like a regular knockoff candle. So, and again, that one ended up breaking. The speaker was shit. It was a tiny ass. If anybody knows the the alarm clock speakers, the tiny ones, it was that. It was a buzzer. And the wires kept coming off, like my grandma bought it. The wires came off as soon as I turned it on for the second time. So, it was not something cool. However, I believe those are all the updates that I have for now. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.